Content warning for profanity. Welcome to Discount Storytime's end of the year compilation of discount ideas. If you follow this show on Blue Sky, you may have seen a few of these posted, but here they are, a big clump of them, all in their discount glory. And if you want to hear the first set of discount ideas, I've put a link to them in the show notes. As mentioned last week, we are looking for a sponsor, and we're courting Kohler, so we've also included a sample commercial. Enjoy and have a Happy New Year. Well, look, it's our very own Grandpa Old-Timey.
Hello, Ken.
Well, hello, Grandpa Old-Timey. What the heck happened? You look like you've been cut to ribbons.
I took a shower, and my shower head sprays out rusty nails and broken glass.
Are you using a Kohler shower head?
No. Does that matter?
Silly Grandpa Old-Timey. It matters a lot. You see, unlike other shower heads, I assume, Kohler shower heads are designed to spray water, and Kohler shower heads only spray the minimum amount of rusty nails and broken glass required by local laws. Again, I assume.
Wow, I didn't know that. I want to go buy a Kohler shower head today.
Okay, great, but Grandpa Old-Timey, a lot of your cuts look badly infected. How about we get you some medical care first?
No, I said I want a Kohler shower head now, goddammit. How about this? How about I kick your ass? Get over here! Get over here!
Dear Kohler Company's marketing department, we realize you're not our sponsor yet, but this ad is just a small taste of the wonderful advertising opportunities we can provide you here at Discount Storytime. Just saying. Our email is listed in the show notes. Discount ideas number 2. It's hard to write comedy and make someone laugh. It's easier to write drama and make someone cry, which makes me laugh, thus completing the circle. If Mother Teresa was so wonderful, how come she charged for piggyback rides? When I was young, I laughed at others' misfortune, but now that I'm older, I just snicker. Someday, I want to travel across Europe and tour all their old pillow forts. When bringing a new spatula home, place it on the countertop just above the slightly opened utensils drawer. Do that overnight. That gives your new spatula and old utensils a chance to learn each other's scents. Otherwise, you're just asking for non-stop fighting. It's heartbreaking to watch our society's most vulnerable get trampled on by greedy giraffes. I hate to see a grown man cry, so I told him if he kept crying like that, I was going to stop the eulogy. The lady at church sneered at me and said, "Nice sweatpants." But the joke was on her. Those were my classy sweatpants. You can really tell a lot about a person by the type of cult they lead. I remember getting beat up by a second-grade bully. It was my most terrifying college experience. If a tree falls in a forest, Was it a pratfall? Is that tree just trying to get attention? Are the other trees like, ha, classic Susan? If so, they're just encouraging Susan's behavior. Well, they can't all be winners, I told my friend Stan while we looked at his newborn baby. We dug up the time capsule we buried many years ago. It was fun to see the newspaper clippings and comics, and that's where I left Grandpa's heart pills. It's bad enough the marriage counselor kept siding with my wife, but did he have to push me down and take my lunch money? I like how the same word can mean many different things. Like in Hawaii, the word aloha means both hello and hand over your money and nobody gets hurt. I enjoy the treats only winter can bring, like a waffle cone full of filthy roadside slush. If space aliens somewhere are naming our planet right now, I hope they choose Updog, because that would be funny. They say office romances are a horrible idea. That's why, just to be safe, I don't have a job. It was a sad day when Sparky McSparkles lost her spark. We all looked high and low and up and down for it. But guess who finally found it? That's right, little Bobby McSparkfinder. Sure, the children cried at the magic show, but they also learned a valuable lesson about why rabbits need oxygen. I think dogs would make the best bank robbers, probably because they can hear the silent alarm. If I'm ever abducted by space aliens, I hope at the end they don't have one of those "how much of a tip do you want to leave" screens. I'm really getting tired of those. I wonder if Emily Dickinson suspected she would one day be known as the queen of prop comedy. People are so demanding. If you shout, "I know CPR," suddenly everyone expects you to be able to do CPR. Travel tip. If the person next to you on an airplane buries their head into their book or iPad or magazine, their body language is signaling they want to be asked lots of questions. Do them a favor and spend the flight asking them as many hypothetical questions as you can think of. I'll never forget that time at my wedding when someone told a joke and I laughed so hard cake came out of my nose. If headhunters ever cut off my head and shrink it, I hope they give me contact lenses, because I don't think my glasses would fit anymore. I'll never understand the phrase, "hung the moon." That sounds mean. Why hang the moon? For what crime? I remember that time I told my wife, Tina, that I thought her new friend was hitting on me. Tina looked at me and then laughed and 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 laughed. I once joked with Grandma about how she must have put drugs in her cookies to make me want them so much. She got really angry and chased me down the street with her spiked baseball bat, yelling, "Narc! He's a narc!" Man, those were some good cookies. Today I learned that when you go to the movies, if you stick around after the trailers, there's even more to watch. To save money, I tried replacing eggs with applesauce in my recipe. Worst omelets ever. I think the only thing worse than dying at the hands of the executioner is dying at the hands of the executioner's nervous intern. To cut down on your water bill, consider turning off the shower before leaving for work in the morning. I asked, "So which do you see, an old hag or a young woman looking in the mirror?" Then the old lady in the mirror store yelled at me. I remember when Old Man Waffles rode into town in his wagon full of waffle makers. He got the batter just right. Then Old Man Waffles fed us great big stacks of pancakes. If I was the howling wind, I would still howl, but sometimes I would scat just to mix it up. Here's a tip. Always carry a handkerchief. That way, if you see someone crying, you can run up to them and wave it back and forth right in front of their face. That will distract them from whatever is making them sad. If Socrates was so smart, why did he fall for the hemlock challenge? One of the keys to being a good writer is research. For example, I painstakingly make up lots and lots of research. Turns out more, M-O-O-R, is a terrible safe word. Youth Halloween parties were not the same after they banned bobbing for vipers. It's not a sign of confidence when airline pilots run through the airport pressing a key fob to find the right plane. My cute neighbor hasn't noticed me yet, so today I passed by her house wearing my come hither sweatpants. I'd like to live in the Old West. No, not that old. No, back up a little. No, a little older than that. There, that Old West. Everyone struggled in ninja school, but you know who struggled the most? That's right, Stompy. Public service announcement. This winter, if you are cold, then they are cold. Invite vampires inside. That's it for this episode. It's a little bit shorter. If you want to either read or hear more of these, they are available at our website, discountstorytime.com, or on Blue Sky at Discount Storytime. So, let's see here. Next week's story is Hokey Pokey Hospital of Horror, based on the 1973 scary movie Horror Hospital. A link to its IMDb page is on the show notes. And yeah, there's going to be a few of these based on horror movies, and then we'll get back to changing it up some more. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. And until next time, be sure to play nice with others, be super duper kind to yourself, and as always, remember to laugh. Bye! This episode was written, narrated, and produced by Ken McCann. This is a Discount Storytime production.